Today we're delving into the fascinating and complex world of stress, exploring how it influences not just our feelings, but our physical health as well. Stress, we've all experienced it, haven't we? When deadlines loom or our to-do lists overflow, that familiar tension creeps in. But stress is much more than an emotional response. It's a physiological reaction wired deep within us, impacting our entire body. There's a silver lining, though. Short-term stress can actually work in our favor. However, when this stress response becomes too frequent or prolonged, it can alter our brain and wreak havoc on our bodies, from our heart to our cells. Let's look at the process. When stressed, our adrenal gland releases cortisol, epinephrine or adrenaline, and norepinephrine. These hormones flow through our bloodstream, reaching every corner of our bodies, including our heart and blood vessels. Adrenaline can cause your heart to race and blood pressure to rise, potentially leading to hypertension over time. Elevated cortisol can disrupt the normal functioning of our blood vessels' inner lining, an early precursor to atherosclerosis or cholesterol plaque buildup in our arteries. Collectively, these changes could increase your risk of a heart attack or stroke. But the impact of stress doesn't stop there. It activates our autonomic nervous system, communicating stress to our gut. Ever felt butterflies in your stomach? That's your brain-gut connection at work. But when disturbed, it can upset our gut rhythm, potentially leading to irritable bowel syndrome and heightened sensitivity to acid, causing heartburn. Stress can even alter our gut bacteria, impacting digestion and overall health. And what about the link between stress and our waistline? Absolutely. Cortisol can boost your appetite, prompting cravings for energy-dense foods and carbs, hello comfort foods. High cortisol can also lead to gaining extra calories as visceral or deep belly fat, which actively releases hormones and cytokines, increasing the risk of heart disease and insulin resistance. Stress can also affect our immune cells in several ways. Initially, it prepares them to fight invaders and heal after injury. But chronic stress can weaken certain immune cells, making you more prone to infections and slowing healing rates. And if you're aiming for a long life, managing chronic stress is crucial. It has been linked to shortened telomeres, the chromosome tips that measure a cell's age. Once they become too short, a cell can no longer divide and eventually dies. And let's not forget, chronic stress can also lead to acne, hair loss, sexual dysfunction, headaches, muscle tension, difficulty concentrating, fatigue, and irritability. So, what's the takeaway here? Life is invariably filled with stressful situations. But what matters to our brains and bodies is how we respond to that stress. Seeing those situations as challenges we can control and conquer, rather than insurmountable threats, allows us to perform better in the short term and stay healthier in the long term. Until next time, stay healthy, stay resilient, and remember, you have the power to master stress.